Members of social media are mocking President Donald Trump for making the claim that his proposed $200+ billion cuts to the SNAP program, i.e. food stamps, will somehow give people more food.
Let me just tell you, the cut is going to give everybody much more food because prices are coming way down. Groceries are down. Eggs. You told me about eggs. You asked me a question about eggs my first week. You said eggs. I said, I just got here. Tell me about eggs. And it was going through the roof. You know that eggs now are way down. Everybody's buying eggs. Groceries down. Energy's down. Gasoline is now they're buying gasoline now for $1.99. If you look back, you'll see $3.50, $4.
What gasoline? $1.99? Where? Where? The average is around $3.50 to about $4 a gallon. Okay, and again, it depends regional. Okay, on where you're at. And so, talking about gas, well, there's some gas lighting going on here. And this is a guy who doesn't shop for himself, though. Okay, and groceries. Well, I mean, there are lots of things that go into a bag. Yeah, that's what groceries are. What? Look, eggs. He talked about eggs, right? Obviously, he's wrong on that too. In March, the average price of a dozen eggs hit a record high of $6.22 a dozen. Okay, but that was March. I mean, it's May now, so where's it at? Well, in April, it went down to $5.12 an average, so it did go down in price. And in some places, they even went down to $3 a dozen. So, yeah, eggs, they did go down, but they're not way down, all right? And energy is not down. So the orange guy is basically full of crap, all right? And by the way, this is nothing that the Trump administration actually was doing. Yes, to lower the price of eggs. They were trying to import eggs from other places, which is kind of funny because, what about the tariffs? Oh, the tariffs are going to basically make it so that any savings from importing eggs from other countries, who are also being hit by bird flu, by the way, well, though that's going to increase the price of eggs. So really, you're not going to have that much in savings. Okay, but as I mentioned, the reason that eggs got expensive in the first place, bird flu. I know conservatives don't believe in bird flu. They don't believe in really anything, any science. Okay, so, but look, here's the thing. I'm not even sure if the CDC is tracking bird flu anymore. And if they are, they're definitely not saying anything about it. I mean, according to NPR, they're not tracking or at least communicating any outbreaks of anything. They're staying pretty quiet. Not good. Not good at all. All right. Many of the CDC's newsletters, according to NPR, have stopped being distributed. Workers at the CDC say health alerts about disease outbreaks previously sent to health professionals subscribed to the CDC's Health Alert Network haven't been dispatched since March. The agency's main social media channels have come under new ownership of the Department of Health and Human Services. Emails reviewed by NPR show, and most have gone more than a month without posting their own new content. And according to one CDC worker, quote, "We are functionally unable to operate communications. We feel like our hands are tied behind our backs." Well, yeah, that's, hey, you know what? If nobody knows about these outbreaks, and you can't really blame them on Trump, can you? See, it's what he tried to do during COVID. By the way, just stop the count. Like we don't need to actually go and catalog new cases of COVID. No, because if we don't do that, then the numbers don't go up. Oh, see, that's okay then. That's what they're doing. That's the whole plan. Okay. Now, that said, social media, of course, jumped all over this. In fact, one user wrote, "It doesn't matter how low the prices are when you don't have enough money to afford food." Pretty simple, right? Another said, Cutting food assistance while prices are coming down, that's a gamble millions of vulnerable families can't afford. Promises don't fill empty plates. Real support does. Ah, yes, but they don't want to actually give people real support. So, another said, next up, canceling healthcare so everyone becomes healthier through the power of savings. Ah, yes, of course. And another said, that does not even make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. But guess what? We don't do that here in America anymore, okay? Donald Trump and MAGA is living in an alternate reality with alternative facts, along with Maha as well, okay? Look, the reality is things are more expensive. The tariffs are not helping. They're actively hurting American families because that's who pays it, okay? But again, the whole idea of cutting billions of dollars from SNAP, the idea that cutting that will make food more affordable is just, no, it's stupid. It's stupid. Just incredibly stupid. All right? It doesn't make any sense. And by the way, cutting the SNAP program is going to make things probably more expensive because SNAP is a subsidy to corporations. Okay, that's what the food stamp program, it's part of the farm bill. Okay, and by the way, it's not just a subsidy to those corporations, it's a subsidy to the farmers. Yes, and now they're going to lose out on that money. Okay, farms are going to fold, and they're already having a hard time with the tariffs. And so, and not only that, but the closure of USAID that bought billions of dollars worth of food from the farms. All of that is going to drive the prices up. And then you're going to have people who do not have SNAP, who don't have food assistance, that are not going to be able to spend that money at these stores. So that's going to be an absolute disaster. All right. Look, food banks, they're already running out even well before these massive cuts go into place. All right. They're being stretched to the limit. In fact, there was the head of the Nevada Food Bank spoke to NBC last month. All right. Who said this, quote, these reductions don't just affect people facing hunger. Speaking of SNAP, they also hurt the retailers, farmers, and businesses that supply fresh, local food to our region. And there you go. Prices, they're not down, and they're not going down. And a lot of people will be going hungry. And you know what? I think that is the the overall point here. Okay, the ultimate goal. The cruelty here, because that's what it is. The cruelty is intentional. Because I believe that we have a government that is subscribed to social Darwinism. Okay? And what that is they think that if you are wealthy, if you are rich, then you did something right, that you're a better person, that you're more moral and more fit to survive. So therefore, we will help you. You will survive and you will get even richer. But if you are poor, then that's your fault. You did something. You are a terrible person or something or whatever and are inferior and deserve to die. That's what these people believe. And maybe even if they say that they don't believe that, their actions say otherwise. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.